Hello everybody, my name is Bill Ganz and we want to welcome you today to another episode of Leaders Welcoming Leaders. Today I have the honor and the privilege to be with Sir Josh-m4v.
He's got it.
Shaking, I love it!
Yeah!
So it's so great. You know, truly, Josh and I met about a year ago on a project and we've maintained a friendship and communications.
Oh, yeah.
And it really is some of the funnest and funniest conversations I've ever had, having the opportunity to get to know Josh. Josh today has joined Nu Skin, has joined the G2 organization. He's under Jerry Glover in the Chris Sorensen team with the G2 organization. And we really want to welcome you today.
Thank you, sir.
It is such an honor. I'm going to ask you a question because I think the viewers, one, that know you and two, that don't know you, will love getting to know you. And that's what I've found in our relationship. Tell me a little bit about, let's go back in your past. You have an amazing, stellar career and reputation in the direct selling and network marketing industry. Tell me what brought that onto you first, because you're a serial entrepreneur.
Well, you want to go right back there?
Yeah, let's go back to what
created my mind going like here
so
over here.
People,
you want to take me back into an old
So many
story.
people want to start with today and pretend there's no legacy.
Yeah.
But this business, in my opinion, has never changed because it's always been about what you say, freedom. Tell us about that 36-year journey and with the pursuit of freedom as a serial entrepreneur.
Oh, that's so hard. You know, you're right. I mean, I'm into the news story. I mean, going back into those. To me, it's been a development program. It's been an expansion program. I think, like network marketing or anything that you do in life is about expansion. It's about becoming more than you are. But I mean, the network marketing industry. I started with the biggest network marketing company in the world at that point, which is now turning over by something like 9-10 billion. You know, I couldn't have had a better apprenticeship, if you like, for personal development. I mean, my whole life has been about personal development, and 18 years in that company. Going like this, like a lot of people, but I stayed in there because of the growth and because of who I was becoming and what I was learning. So the second company was, I sold that company in 1996 for a very good return. A lot of people don't realize that when you are a serious entrepreneur in the industry, you can build it up, you can sell it. I won't go into the reasons I sold it, but it was just an ethical thing, and me becoming more authentic. I didn't like certain things that were happening, but I liked me, and I was beginning to love me and like me more as I went through. The second one was, it was a great company, fantastic company. I had to get to the second top position in that company to realize that the compensation plan was not what I thought it was.
How many years in the second one?
6 years in that one.
So 18 in the first, 6 in the second. Both still fairly large companies, but it took some time for you to realize that it wasn't for you, or the things really didn't meet up to your expectations. In one case it took 18 years, in one case it took 6 years for them to be transparent, tell you what you really were and weren't getting. So that's kind of funny.
A lot of these companies you do not know until you're up to the higher levels. And I always had a saying, listen, I'll get to the top and then I'll work out whether I'm going to do this or not. People, I don't know whether I can't understand these.
How many people does that come true for? Are you looking for a home versus a house? This may be for you.
It is true. I mean, most people quit on the bottom end, but how do you know until you get to the top end whether it's going to work for you or whether it's not? So hence the time blocks. Right, I had to get fairly well to the top of these companies to recognize the things that I didn't see when I started. I'm not an ordinary guy. I am an entrepreneur, but again, it comes back to personal growth. It comes back to what I guess if I'm expanding the most personally through doing anything, I will stick in it, regardless of what money is there.
He told me a funny story this last summer. He said, I did this for 18 years, and I did this for 6 years, and then I became a golf pro for 12 years. I never got good at it, but I'm not the smartest. It took me 12 years to realize I wasn't a good golf player. But you enjoyed the journey, though, right?
I had fun. I met some great people, traveled the world, and had fun. And to me, life is about having fun. It's being and making money with great people, so that together, you know, when you're making money, you can have fun together anywhere in the world. Being able to ring you up and say, Bill, I want to take a couple of weeks. Let's go and have some dinner in Paris, and you know, let's sit down and.
One of my favorite cities.
Well, yeah, mine too. And that's what it's about. You know, and you've got to have money out of the way to do those sorts of things.
Right.
And there are not many companies. Well,
developing a leveraged income certainly has provided that for you.
Yep, but very few companies. I mean, I can't tell you how excited I am about just, you know, even though it's like 25, 26 years old as a company, Newskin, I cannot tell you how it resonated with my heart when I sat in that conference and listened to the people. There was very little ego. Right? The very little ego, and normally with a company this size that's doing 1.4 billion or 5 billion, whatever it is, moving towards 5 billion over the next 5 years, normally with a company like that, you have a gigantic amount of ego that is put. My last company was exactly that. It's all ego, it's all politics and all BS, as I call it. And I mean, there was no grounding to it, there was no solidarity to that experience. And when I moved away from that, you know, the people, because I was the top of that in my own country, had the top position in that company, resident in New Zealand at that time, and when they saw me leave that, you know, there was such confusion and everything. But if they knew what I knew about what I was doing and what I was earning, between you and I and probably a couple of viewers here, they would quit.
Well, you know, the funny thing is when you look at Newskin and you look at the fact that they are licensed to sell with a seamless compensation plan in 50 countries, soon to be 50 plus countries. You know, you get these companies that say they can do all these sales all over the world, this NFR relationship, and then you get with these maniacal ego leaders where the company treats them all as different factions, and you come to Newskin, there's Team Newskin, the company. You know, and the management is supporting the field. The field believes in the management. The partnership is seamless. The compensation plan is seamless. The company has this legacy of 26 years, so no one's making anything up. I always call it MSU, making stuff up. And all these companies always have to make up one attribute, make up another attribute, hang their hat on one thing they say they're great at. But why would someone leave a great deal? Why would you leave a company of 18 years or a company from 6 years? You know? So I really think it has to do with proving yourself, providing certainty, and the people that you do it with. And tell me just for a minute, because, you know, as you join Jerry's team and Chris's team and the G2 organization, our mission statement of G2 is to create 25 people with their personal volume of 1 million a month.
And I think that's way under. I think you guys got that wrong.
Well, if we do that, we'll be the largest organization in the company. So I think our ambition is certainly healthy. But what's so great about it is we personally believe that we can sponsor, we can support, we can brand, we can educate, and we can package 25 people that we can manage. And we're so excited that you take that journey and that, you know, my background in branding and marketing, and Jason Golly's in benevolence and business, and Kenton Worthington's legacy of support, Nathan Riggs and Richard Worthington and Chris Sorensen and Jerry Glover. I mean, when you get going around, this is the who's who of who. Do you want to play in the Super Bowl or throw the ball around the park?
And that's the very thing. That what you've just said there is the very thing. That's the reason why I'm here. Yeah. Because I mean, I know you and I love you. And when we met each other, as you said in the beginning, we had fun, and I hadn't had fun for a while in the industry. And you brought that back into my life, and the previous company even did that. You know, I can't knock it. It opened my heart, and that was the purpose of that for me. But meeting you,
we are in the cause-based marketing business. I believe it's cause-based. I believe it's my job to help you, to help yourself, to help others. And if you assume that, and we all assume that as a people, it's really about our contribution. And if our contribution brings us significance, both personally and professionally, I think we're going to have an unstoppable team. And you may very well be right with your projections, that getting 25 people that we personally brand, sponsored, mentor, up to $1 million in personal volume.
Well, that's my personal goal. So I don't know what yours is, right? That's why I'm saying I think yours is a little bit out because just my leg. Watch out.
God forbid we do that.
I'm getting this universal law thing down now. Like I can manifest pretty fast now, right?
They've always said, see you on the beaches of the world, but they leave you to go on the beaches. I want to do it with us.
Yeah.
I want to do it with you.
Yeah.
I want to do it with whatever vision anybody has. I believe the only limitation we have is our own learned helplessness. And if we can get past that opportunity in this global depression that we're in 2011, with the mindset of everybody having been knocked down, the truth is it's unbridled what we can do together. But we must get back on the horse that threw us. We must do it together. You don't want to do it alone. And the power is the strength of who we are. And I'm going to really emphasize who we are as a people. It may not be for you, but I want you to reach out and get with Sir Josh Burton-Chadwick on his Facebook page. I want you to contact him on his Facebook page. You can go to my page, BillGans62, and you can click on him to make friend request. I want you to give the viewers for your video your email again.
SirJoshBC@gmail.com. SirJoshBC@gmail.com. That's where you can get me directly. But, you know, like our name's out there a lot these days, and it's going to be out there a lot more, so it won't be too hard to track us down.
On this video, on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook channel, his email will be there. So look at the body of the email, look at the body of the YouTube channel. It'll be down there as well. We will see you soon. We look forward to it. Again, Leaders Welcoming Leader. My name is Bill Ganz, and this is Sir Josh Burton-Chadwick in the house. In the house. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.